すいません、キックオフ自動でされるまでに抜けれなくて敗北ついちゃいました。わら。全然大丈夫ですよニコニコ。
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical analysis is Stuart Robson. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. Stuart, what are you expecting to see?
Well, they have to put that opening day result behind them, because I think they're a much better side than that. They just need to play at a greater tempo today, and they've got a chance of winning this game.
Good-looking ball. And the cross smuggled away. And space for them here on the flank. And the snuffing out of the cross there. So deflection, and they can get ready for the corner kick routine. And the problem not completely solved. Threat over for now, it seems. Frank. Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week. Rita. All the way through to the keeper then. Frank. It did look on for them, but not to be. Petre. And that's great work to make sure it didn't go over the line. Can he play it in? Corner coming up. Trying to deliver it accurately. It comes to nothing in the end. Making sure it didn't get past him. And giving it away. And that pass could be troublesome. Determined defending.
Keys handed into reception. Please can you go to reception if you've lost your keys?
Giving the ball to the opposition that time. And now Franco. Salcido. Good-looking ball. There could be a chance now. Well, the decision is offside, and he's bound to be a bit disappointed.
Well, he's actually made his run before his teammate had control of the ball, and that's why it's offside.
Well-timed tackle. And a chance to whip it in here. Can't miss, surely. In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Nice.
Well, here it is. Head down,
Nice.
hit through the ball and get it on target. That's a top-class finish. There was no stopping that.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Valencia with it. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Well, great read there to intercept. Well, able to put it behind for what will be a corner here. Who can he pick out? So after that, a goal kick it'll be. Under real pressure defensively, will they pay the price? He has time to play it over. They just couldn't stay in front. And now this match is all square.
Well, here it is again. Just look at the quality of the cross. It's inch perfect. And then what a great finish as well. Good connection with the ball, leaving the keeper with little chance. It's a great goal.
So back underway. One goal apiece here. King. Polak. Possibilities inside the box. So a corner kick it'll be following the deflection. Delivering it. It might still be problematic. Easy save. It's with Pereira. Petre. Well, they couldn't keep possession. Can he get the shot off? Oh, crucial tackle. Brilliant. Franco. Well, let's see if something comes of this. And the alarm bells are ringing. And a goal here! There it is! They've done it!
Well, we can see it again now, and it all starts with the pass over the top. It takes out so many defenders, and the movement is so good that they end up with a 2v1 against the goalkeeper, who was completely exposed. Great play, but poor defending.
So on with the match. 2-1 is the scoreline. What's going to happen next? Jennings. Graham. And he read it well defensively. So nearly at half-time, and the home side trailing, albeit not by much. Stuart, your thoughts up to this point?
Well, it's been a good game so far, and they've played a big part in that. But if they are to get back into this, they need to be more disciplined defensively. They've just been too open at times.
Well, pass after pass, maybe they can chisel an opportunity. This looks promising. A chance to whip it in. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Salcido. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game.
失点すみません絵文字。最低すぎる。わら。ニコニコどんまいですよ。
So back underway here into the second half. Good-looking ball. There could be a chance now. And he's in the clear. Oh, far from the ideal pass. Beautifully weighted ball. And the danger is averted. I must say this looks promising. Happy to take on the shot. Able to get a body in the way. Trailing, but hope in the form of a corner.
Well, it's been a while, but these fans are now coming to life. Can they equalise here?
Still not clear. Really a very poor ball. Well, there to intercept. King. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. Polak. Vita. And space to cross it. So a half an hour remaining. Cross fired over. The high press was very much on. And a throw-in it's going to be. Bad pass. King. Now what can they do from here? Couldn't keep it. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. And now King. Graham. Nicely timed tackle. "20 minutes to go. Franco. Well, she's playing with a purpose. That's not a bad ball. Not a bit short with the clearance. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Franco. Tavares. Salcido. Oh, they have it again. Not a great pass. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Pereira. And it's with John. And the pass overhit. Well, nearing full time, and here's the question. Are they going to come up just that little bit short? Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, it's been a fairly even match, but at key moments they've just been second best. They could have defended better for the goals, and they've missed opportunities at the other end. It'll be a disappointing result if it stays this way.
Oh, what's he gone and done? Oh, marvellous defending to deny him. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Graham, a chance to whip it in. This could be the equaliser. Denied by the bar. Back in play here. Well, threat averted.
こんばんは。参加よろしいでしょうか？
Tavares with it.
Well, what a dramatic finish. How close was that? They should be able to hold on now with not much longer left.
Here they come, still pressing for an equaliser. And that puts them in position. Oh, right in the nick of time.
ありがとうございます。
If you're wondering about stoppage time, 1 minute to be added on. Well, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. And there it is, the final whistle. Not what the home fans were hoping for before a ball was kicked today. Defeat for them.
Well, Derek, it was a poor result, but it was a really tight contest. Both sides had their chances, could have gone either way, but in the end, they will be disappointed.
お疲れ様でした。惜しい、わら。お疲れ様です。ありがとうございました。決まりません。ロビー行きます。ありがとうございました。落ちます。ありがとうございました。ローレンシアさんドラさんありがとうございました。またよろしくお願いしますウインク。トビーさん千場ナイスでしたよ。またよろしくお願いしますねウインク。ポロさんありがとうございました。ナイスプレーでしたニコニコ。いろいろ空いたのでお好きにニコニコ。 18時30あたりで終わりますねウィンク。
And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm Derek Ray, perched here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Oh, lovely incisive pass. There it is! A delightful start to this match. Just what they were hoping for.
And
best friends get the game restarted. Disappointed to have conceded.
素晴らしい。
Now can they find the right response? Lacroix on the ball. Timling. Can they get in behind them? It's a corner. They take it short. And a throw-in it's going to be. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. Is it going to be? Oh, terrific save.
Well, you're absolutely right. That's a top-class save. Just look how he reacts.
Over it comes. And tipping it over the crossbar. Corner again. Well, the corner too close to the goalkeeper that time. And showing fine vision. Promising possession this. Can they convert? In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be!
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
Back underway, level pegging, 1 goal apiece in this game. Daniel. Rita. Petre. Difficult to stop him. Putting his body on the line. And they're trying to get right into his face. This might have potential. And there's the feed into the box. And he knows he must thump it away. And best friends doing well to win it back. Well, since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. Good bit of pressing. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. But timely defending when it mattered. And it might be. And up for grabs off the keeper. Well, they can't quite take advantage in the end.
Well, you sense it's just a matter of time before they do score, Derek. They've been piling on the pressure now and really should be ahead in this one.
Gregerson. Timling. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Good visualisation and execution. Magnificent challenge to win it back. He continues his run. Gives it a go. Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. And deciding to go short with this one. Opportunity in the wide area. Is she going to score? And fine goalkeeping. Now can they counter clinically? Defenders need to cover. Oh, just mistimed his run, and the flag going up. Rita. This attack looks highly promising. Textbook defending inside the box. Oh, great vision. The importance of that tackle cannot be overstated. Well, he could run onto it here. Well, without wanting to put too fine a point on it, that goes down as a tame effort and easy for the keeper. Frank. Nicely timed tackle. Jennings. Useful looking position, you've got to say. And a good take under duress there. This looks promising out wide. Well, he had the measure of it, the goalkeeper. And now the delivery. And with that, the first half draws to a close.
守備やばいから、オラに下がりますね絵文字。
So they get the ball rolling in the second half. Even Steven here. So little to choose between the sides. And fine work by best friends to make sure possession changed hands. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Yildiz. Hong. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. Frank. Ward with it. Well, getting the ball forward. Who can he pick out? And a chance for them to nudge in front. Superb save.
Well, he should score, of course, but that's a brilliant save. Well, just listen to these fans. They're urging their team to score here and take the lead.
But no one latched onto it.
Well, you can't argue with those stats, can you? We've had good chances at both ends. The game is being played with great intensity, and it's been a pleasure to watch.
Lacroix on the ball. Straight offside, but only just. Moving it forward. And there's the feed into the box. And the ruling is offside here. Now, best friends with the ball again. Zimling. Beautiful pass. Still pushing for that goal that would see them forge ahead. Next. Can they forge ahead? And the goalkeeper will claim it. Rita. Frank. And he keeps going. Oh, she's broken things up magnificently. It needs an accurate cross. And a poor ball. Zimling. What can they do from here? Quick ball into the area. It's an opportunity. Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire. Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Frank. Will it happen for them? And the danger cleared. Petre. Daniel. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. And grazing the woodwork that time.
Well, it's almost the perfect strike, isn't it? Just gets underneath it slightly.
Zimling. Hong. Well, we're inside the final 15 minutes. And giving it away. This could be the equaliser. And it is the equaliser. Well, now, that could be a huge turning point in this game. They carry the momentum.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
So back underway, the game having been squared at 2-2. Salas. Kowalczyk. The pass not finding its target. On the offensive, is there to be late excitement? Gregerson. Read it well. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Will he find the net? And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And just look at their supporters. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Zimling. Well, on the attack, hunting for a late equaliser here. 5 minutes left. Magnificent defending. If they can score again from this corner, it probably would be the end of the story. Vita. Getting forward. Gives it a go. Terrific block. Chance to cross. Rita. Now, who can she play it to? Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. And the referee brings this contest to an end. My goodness, just the performance, just the result they were looking for.
Well, you're absolutely right. They've been poor up to now, but today they showed a greater desire and urgency.
です、ニコニコ。ナイス。ナイスでした、ニコニコ。パスが良すぎる。もらい方が素晴らしいです、ニコニコ。
And good evening to you from the Parc des Princes here in the French capital, Paris, the venue for tonight's action. I'm Derek Ray, getting ready to bring you all the action, accompanied by my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Well, thanks, Derek. I think it's going to be a fight against relegation.
Is it going to be? Oh, good work by the keeper. Corner kick played in. And there's the feed into the box. It comes to nothing in the end. Using his body to good effect. A really vital interception. On to Messi. Matsuda. Teammates in the middle. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Dangerous looking through ball. Well, he stumped it out of there without much fuss. In with a chance. And there it is, the opening goal, the ideal way to start.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
1-0 then. Oh, lovely ball. And just has to remain calm. Oh, we have just witnessed a special moment. Pure quality.
Well, as you can see here, it all starts with a perfectly weighted ball in behind the defenders. And the finish is so clever. He just gets his toe under the ball and dinks it over the keeper. That's a lovely goal.
2-0 here, and the ball is moving again. Could pull one back here, but no! What a glorious opportunity squandered to get back into this.
Well, that had to go in, didn't it? I just can't see them turning this around now.
Possession one. Decent position this for United to find themselves in. And you have to say, she didn't miss by all that much.
Yeah, but had it been on target, I don't think the goalkeeper would have been troubled there.
Kowalczyk. Well, no luck keeping possession. Really closing him down. And he's in. Can he find the net? And a goal. It was served up on a silver platter for him. And the ball is moving again. Anyone's guess how this is going to finish. 2-1 currently. Netseed. And scope for them to produce something exciting. Must be. Oh, can you believe what we've just seen? I think we're going to be viewing that goal time and time again.
Well, as you can see, they don't come much better than this. It's a goal of the highest quality. Wonderful piece of skill.
So there it is. 3-1 the current scoreline here.
Well, United have certainly controlled the game in terms of possession and have used it really well today, particularly in the midfield areas. And I expect more of the same as the game goes on.
Well, that's right, and unusually they don't have the ball on this occasion. They've regained possession. A chance to whip it in. He succeeded in getting his fist to it. This might be ideal for the counter. That's an effective cross aimed at the back post. Well, the keeper wasn't fooled by it at all, in actual fact. Netseed. Janssen. Well, advantage with them. Referee says play on. But now it is going to be a free kick after the second infringement. Wasteful from United. Now options are plenty. Lovely ball over the top. And now waiting to pounce. Oh, marvellous goalkeeping.
Well, it's a top-class save from a top-class goalkeeper. That's absolutely brilliant.
Playing it in. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Daniel. That's not a bad ball. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing, drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal. Well, neutrals are getting their money's worth. 3-2 in this match. Could be threatening. Beckman. Are there to intercept. Janssen. Beckman hanging on to the ball in this fashion suits them. Now he must favour the cross. Needs to clear it away. Can he find the net? It could have been awkward for the goalkeeper. Let's see about the delivery. And so the half-time whistle has gone here at the Parc des Princes in Paris.
まだありますね。まだまだニコニコ。申請しました。
So here we go, the start of the second half at the home of PSG, the Parc des Princes. Read it superbly to take back possession. Able to deal with the threat. Bodies forward and the break looks on. All hands on deck. And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. Rita. Petre. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Decent progress with the ball at his feet, but they took care of the situation defensively. Jennings. And he read it well, intercepting it. Must score! So near, but wide. We're getting the ball forward. Now who can she pass it to? Well, the attack finally comes to nothing, and the keeper has it. And really pressing their opponents. Extremely sloppy in possession. Good use of advantage by the referee. Played into the centre. Well, just couldn't quite control the header, and a disappointing effort in the end. Oh, what a perfect ball now. How about this? Well, it comes to nothing in the end. Offside.
Well, he doesn't need to make his movement quite so quickly there. Just let the ball be played into the space.
Could be troublesome. And a useful cross. And still a chance. Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. Nicely timed tackle. They might be able to get in now. She's made a really important challenge. Well, slightly off target, and that'll be a throw-in. Jennings. Real chance. No way through. Being pressed hard. Oh, showing excellent vision, and he could cash in. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick. So the current scoreline, 4-2.
RCM 入ってま
And
す。
into the last 15 minutes of action. Difficult to stop him. It might be. Surely. And a decent save. Full credit. Over it comes. Well, the counter chance looks very real. It's with Ward. Opportunity, and a goal to tighten things up. They've thrown themselves a lifeline. Well, how about this? 4-3. Well, they keep passing away, and no way through. There to win it back. Must be! Well, he makes the save, and a good thing too.
Well, what a save it is. But can they now go and get that equaliser?
And a throw-in forthcoming. On the ball in an attacking position, but they've got to do something positive quickly. Now, options are plenty. But the danger averted for now. This could be the equaliser. But no, when your goalkeeper comes up with a save like that late in the game, you have cause to be thankful.
Well, that could be a key moment. They have to take those sort of chances. They won't get too many more, but let's credit the goalkeeper.
Every goalkeeper would expect to catch that one. There will be 1 minute added on at the end. And that is the end of the contest, and not a happy outcome as far as the visitors are concerned.
Well, Derek, certainly not their best performance, was it? Just a little bit off the pace for me, and obviously a disappointing result. But the key thing is they bounce back now, and they can't afford a repeat performance.
「緊張しました。わら」 じラストにしますね。ボランチ低めでお願いします。裏抜けケアしないと失点しまくるので絵文字。了解です。戦了解です絵文字。
The floodlights are beaming down on the players here at Stamford Bridge in West London. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry and delighted to be joined as always by Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. How do you see the match going, Stuart?
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Ibarra. Martins. And plenty of room in the wide area. Played into the centre. Well, they can keep possession now. A foul, but advantage played. Oh, a fine block. It did look on for them, but not to be. And space to exploit, maybe. Chance to put them in front. And a goalkeeper in great form.
And he's just pulled off an absolutely stunning save there. That is brilliant.
Playing it in. And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement. And back underway. 1-0 it is.
ラス。
Daniel. A very timely interception. And room now out on the flank. Crossing into the middle. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Excellent defending. Well, that would be straightforward for any keeper. Possession lost, intercepted. A decisive clearance it was. And taking it away. Poor pass under no real pressure. Frank. Oh, he's through here. Really important tackle. And Gomez. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitchside man, Jeff Shreves.
He landed really awkwardly on his shoulder there and is in some discomfort. He's a tough cookie. I think he'll stay out there.
Cheers, Jeff. Frank. I must say, this looks promising. Just the clearance that was needed. Well cleared away. A chance to whip it in. Real chance. Oh, did so well to deny him. Who can they pick out? On a corner like that, every goalkeeper's dream, really. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Excellent ball over the top. And the last touch off the defender, so a corner coming up.
Well, can they draw level here? The crowd certainly think so.
Well, just couldn't quite control the header, and a disappointing effort in the end. And the referee sees that as a foul. Free kick given. Daniel. Delightful pass. It was a menacing attack, but tidied up. Promising pass. And mistimed the run, sadly. That's offside. An important interception. Now, far from a smooth challenge. Now, will the referee produce a card? And following the infringement, a caution.
Yeah, no surprise there. That was always going to be a booking.
Almost at half-time, it's going the way of the visitors as things stand. Stuart, what have you made of what you've seen?
Derek, big chance here.
Well, I think you could call that an escape. It looked a certain goal. Not a huge chunk of added time, 1 minute. And so the first half draws to a close here in West London.
Nay B です。Nay B です。スタメン出ましたねニコニコ。ラスト2にしましょう。
So the beginning of the second half here in West London. Takes it on! And that's a very good parry. They won't complain about having won the corner, and maybe an opportunity to increase their advantage. Let's see about the delivery. Well, no problems defensively. Cross towards that far post. Well, in fact, a bit too close to the goalkeeper, and that was always going to be claimed. The high press was very much on. Making progress. A bit sloppy in possession. Electing to cross into the centre. Well, able to survive that attacking push. Frank. Will he find the net? Determined defending. And a throw-in forthcoming. Well, you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that. Good tackle. It'll be a throw. And played in. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. Well, just the tackle that was needed. Can they hit on the break? Sound piece of goalkeeping. It's with Ibarra. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Kowalczyk. Once more, unable to hang on to the ball. Oh, a vital interception. Salas. And a fine tackle.
A reminder, the food stands will be open after the game if you'd like to get yourself some post-match.
And played the pass well. The cross is on. Oh, a fine block. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Goalkeeper doing his job, getting the touch. They are a goal down, but perhaps a chance to create something from this corner. Well, thumped clear. Failed to keep hold of it. A chance for him to get in behind, maybe. Oh, a stellar piece of defending. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Fed over towards the back post. And he's clear as lines. Can he do it? Absolutely spot on with that challenge. Well, not giving the opposition a look in. That's strong play. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. This could finish it. Able to clear the danger, at least for now. Jennings. Crossing possibilities. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Taking care of business defensively here. A long way out. Oh, yes! He's going to be proud of that moment. What purity of strike. Caught it absolutely perfectly.
Well, as you can see, this catches everybody by surprise. Look where he is when he strikes it. That's a great goal.
2-0 now, and back underway. Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes. And the cross into the middle. And you need your defender to take charge. And he read it well, intercepting it. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. Tremendous intuition to win it back. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Rita. Oh, that's a fine pass. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, Derek, they were dominant in most aspects of the game, particularly in that midfield area, and they also looked threatening in the top third of the pitch. It's a really good result for them.
ジラストにしましょうニコニコ。右ウイングの人ごめんなさい。全然良いパス通せなくて。ありがとうございました。マム太郎さん短くてすいません絵文字。イックさんお疲れ様でした。ありがとうございました。ウィンク。僕も代表戦見るので大丈夫です。再度行くので、トップ下やりたい方いたらどうぞ。 行かさせていただきます。絵文字。はい、ウィンク。またか、わら。
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name's Derek Ray, and delighted to have alongside me, as usual on these occasions, Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start, with justifiable cause. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Good work to win it back high up the pitch. Superb block. And it wasn't a great pass, was it? Rita. Well, possibilities inside the box. Running with the ball confidently. Well, frustration for those waiting in the middle. Jennings. Timely intervention. This might have potential. Well, they've won the ball back quickly. Sanders. Well, they know they need to stop him. A good and fair challenge. Speculative effort. Well, the goalkeeper in charge of the situation. Playing it in. Still not clear. That's a useful cross. Oh, yes! As pure a header as you're likely to see. And he ought to be very proud of that one. So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. And out of play, the pass nearly worked out, but not quite. But after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Well, they get the ball once more. Oh, managing to beat him. Will he finish? Oh, a tremendous block. Brian. And in with a real chance. Oh, and that is an audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The goalkeeper has no interest in smiling.
ごめんなさい。
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And then just take a look at this, Derek. He sees the keeper off his line, and it's such a classy finish. Just lifts it over him. Beautiful goal.
So 2-0 now. Petri. Not messing around with that clearance. An alert reaction to tip it over. And the corner's been given. Can someone get on the end of this? Oh, really good header. Really fine goalkeeping.
ボラ下がりま
Not
す
a
ね。
chance
わ
for
ら。
them again to play it over from the corner flag. High-class defending right on the goal line. Sanders. Fang. Just cutting off the supply. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Frank. He's got the right idea with that pass. A chance to eat into their lead. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Trying to deliver it accurately. Oh my goodness me! Well, don't try that at home without practice, practice, practice.
おお、わら。
Breathtaking goal.
すげえ。
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the scoreline. Frank. And they need to get tighter. Opportunity to deliver the cross. What an astonishing few minutes. From seemingly out of it, it's all square again. Can you
Nice.
believe it?
おお、わら。ふおー。
Well, here it is again, and having got a touch on it, he'll be a little bit disappointed he didn't keep it out. It was a good effort, though.
Well, it has taken a Herculean effort for them to get back to level pegging under these trying circumstances. Oh, the keeper needed to do an awful lot better. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. Ward now. Running with the ball confidently. Well, no way through. This could pose problems for the defenders. And how about that for a save? Brian. And a chance to whip it in here. And that's easy peasy for the keeper. Petre. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. Has a go! Keeper getting the touch. Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. That is that for the first half here.
惜しい。ループでなかった。勝つぞ。おお。
So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway. Will he play it in? And the keeper won't be complaining about that cross. Poor quality. Oh, lovely ball. And a timely intervention. Good vision. Can he get onto this? Oh, it wasn't far away, but above the crossbar.
Well, you can't take your eyes off this one, because there you have it. Plenty of chances for both teams in what has been a really good game so far.
Alas, he's made his move too early. Offside. And using his strength to shield the ball. Rita. Played into the centre. And fired against the crossbar. And keeper's ball in the end.
Well, look at the relief out there. That looked a certain goal, didn't it? Well, they won't come closer than that, but they are creating chances, and surely a goal is coming.
Oh, nice ball over the top. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. Frank. And successfully cut out. And now Gomez. And teammates to play it to. Well, not the best clearance. And in the end, no damage done. Well, just overcooked that one, and she couldn't keep us in play. Well, we're into the final half hour. And that was a very fine read. Opportunity in the wide area. Crossed into the penalty area. And the danger's still on. Threat over for now, it seems. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Ward.
Including Mike, Trevor and Brian.
And that's going to be the goalkeeper's ball. As clean as a whistle, that challenge. And the cross smuggled away. And that came off the defender, so it'll be a corner.
Well, just listen to these fans. They're urging their team to score here and take the lead.
Corner kick played in. And the danger is still there. Daniel. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. And they need to get tighter here. Clattered away. Might be a chance here. Oh, crucial tackle. Brilliant. And space to attack. Just the clearance that was needed. A chance to whip it in. And unable to keep possession. Well, let's see about the cross. Taking care of business defensively here. Well, doesn't get away with it. Free kick given. Over the byline, hence a goal kick. Sanders. Danger averted. It's not lost on them what a goal could mean at this late stage. Really good high press. Well, possibilities inside the box.
Well, what a final few minutes we have here. And the fans are certainly playing their part. But can they take one of these chances that come their way and win this game?
Well, the fans want her to take on the shot. Ideal for the goalkeeper, for any keeper. Sanders. And we've entered the final 5 minutes. And a throw-in it's going to be. Rita. Beautifully disguised ball. Vital intervention. Well, the two sides still locked together. And a set piece, a corner, can make all the difference. Outrageously good piece of defending on the line. Well, a really important piece of goalkeeping at this stage.
Well, it's such a key moment in the game. That's a really good save.
Level pegging, but can they change that? Electing to cross into the centre. He continues his run. Now just the tackle that was needed. And the referee brings this contest to an end. It certainly was pulsating. It had us on the edge of our seats. Stuart, your take.
Well, it was excellent entertainment.
くおしい、わら。GG な ID ですウインク。申し訳ない。また来ます。お疲れ様でした。ありがとうございました。またお願いします。全然大丈夫ですよニコニコ。おつわりしでした。皆さんありがとうございました。楽しかったですウインク。